Of victory is always high, and so are the rewards. Let every day has a better version of yourself. I, Sultana,
And I, Fida, wish you all a pleasant morning. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Let's begin this day with the blessings of Almighty, and for I call upon the school choir.
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the world, the beneficent, the merciful, honor of the day of judgment thee alone we worship, they help we see, show us the straight path, the path of those whom you favor, not the path of those on whom you are angry, nor of those go astray.
this is our first formal function after the demise of our beloved academic coordinator, Mr. Abdul Rashid sir, a great man who left others at loss after his demise. The one whose light will always guide others. He'll be an eternal memory in the history of our school.
Behind every school, there is a great principal who inspires and leads everyone. We are proud to have patient, creative, inspiring, and knowledgeable one. I call upon our respected principal, Mr. Yeshuda C. Joseph, sir, for the welcome address. Sir, please.
The Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. Muhammad Badiusaman, the CEO of IECI. President of today's function, our Chairman, Mr. KCC Hussain. Vice Principal, Mr. Abdul Nasir Mechiri. Montessori Head, Ms. Mufsira. Respected teachers, parents, and today's attraction, the awardees, and my beloved students, good morning. There are many reasons which delayed this kind of a program. Nevertheless, we are extremely happy that we are able to execute in this form. Perhaps this would have been witnessed by the entire lot of students, their parents, in a very fabulous manner. The modesty has come into our life, and that has influenced this program as well. At the outset, I would like to congratulate all the people who are getting honored today. As we said, the moment the judgment was pronounced, the honor reached you, and it is our attempt to honor the honored. We all understand that success is never an accident. It is the calculated execution of a plan that brings success. I would like to tell you a story. Once there was a king, the way the Alexander the Great. The king was very much attracted towards battles, and he used to go and fight with the neighboring nations and conquer them. That was his pleasure. In such a battle, he conquered a small country, and he killed the king of that country and captivated the princess. And as a routine, he used to get his citizens to rejoice his success by offering a grand welcome when he arrives back after winning the battles. The same thing repeated. He came back, and all the citizens of his nation were lined up and they were cheering for his success. And this captivated princess was also coming in. And before they started marching towards the palace, the king told, I will give you a small vessel full of milk, and you will not have your footwear, and you need to keep that milk in the vessel. It should not spill. Spill means a drop should not go out. If it happens, you will not have your head above your shoulder. The procession began. The princess walked, and the entire nation was cheering and shouting and screaming and whatnot. Everything was happening. Finally, they reached the palace, and the princess gave that vessel full of milk back to the king. The king, in surprise, asked the princess, did you enjoy the way the people cheered for my success? Did you notice how happy they were? The princess answered, no, my lord, I did not see anything. The king was shocked. Why? Such a big crowd, such a big noise, and you say that you did not see anything. He said, yes, absolutely true. I was taking care of the milk that was inside the vessel, and that was as valuable as my life. So I was taking care of that. So I did not have time to look at what was happening around me. This is your story. Today, this function gives happiness to many, because it's an honor that comes to you because you have achieved something. But the life goes on, and you have many more exams to write, many more hurdles to cross until you reach your success point. There will be a lot of noise, interference, intrusions into your life. Your success is decided by your determination of resisting those things. If you can resist well, you reach your destination. Lot of students who qualify entrance examination with high ranks, but in the end, many of them are not matching with their inborn talents, skills, etc. So you need to be focused on what you really want, what you value in your life. The noises that are coming around, the people who are trying to intrude into your life, the happiness that temporarily comes into your daily routine, and if you chase them, you lose your time, because time is the most precious resource in the world, and the success of a man is absolutely decided by the way he uses his time. So my advice to this prize winners and all the students who are listening to me, take care of time. 84,600 seconds together count a day, and sometimes it's only 5 minutes, it's only 10 minutes. It goes from your life and it never comes back. So you need to be careful about every second. That's why even we have the challenge. This is a challenge, this is a crucial time, yet we dare bring you to school, yet we try our best to give you the best education possible, so that you will have moments to cherish. You will have a success story to tell your loved ones. You will have a story that will be celebrated by your society, and we feel happy about you. So let's hope and pray that that day comes, that all of us become happy. Well, it's of course a jubileous occasion, and we are all very happy. And to add happiness to our happiness, we have an esteemed personality with us, Mr. Dr. Muhammad Badiuzzzaman. He was the Vice Principal of MES Engineering College, Kuttipuram. He has got a very attractive track record of his educational career, and perhaps it is his commitment to the society to do something for the society. and bring the young generation into a track by which he himself can be satisfied, the society can gain the advantage, and finally we together can make a better world for the entire population. That's why I understand he joined IECI, the apex body that guides, that formulates the path through which a number of CBSE and state board schools are affiliated to, and there are many more areas where he functions as the CEO. So it's our honor to have him with us this morning, and he has taken the long driven trouble to reach us, indeed in time, that's to be noted. Therefore, it's our profound pleasure and privilege to welcome Dr. Muhammad Badiuzzzaman to this coronation ceremony. So you're welcome. And we have our chairman, Mr. KCC Hussain. And for your information, I don't know whether he is pleased to inform you that he is on a voyage which begins tomorrow. Yet, he found time to be with us. That reflects his commitment. I don't, because every time we have a function, we talk about him. So this is something new that I could share with you. That's what I said. Okay, it's a great feeling of togetherness when he is with us. So on behalf of all of you present here and all the teachers and the staff, I welcome Mr. KCC Hussain, our beloved chairman, to this coronation ceremony. We have Professor Jalil. Everybody knows him because he has part and parcel of Wadi Rahma family. A dedicated teacher. Beyond all attractions, his focus is on teaching. A passionate teacher, and he spares his time exclusively for Wadi Rahma other than his areas of operation. It is indeed a grateful joy, I should say grateful joy, to be with him, because we are indeed the beneficiaries of his goodwill. We have been enjoying that one for the last 3 years, and still he is the same and we are the same. We go together. So it's a great honor for us to have Professor Jalil with us. So on behalf of all of you present here, I welcome Professor Jalil to this gathering. Our Vice Principal, of course, he is everywhere, as we understand, because we need multiple eyes, multiple hands to execute things. Though we have less number of students, but the online activities. So I don't have to talk about him. So it is a great joy that he is with us on the stage and in every activity that we do. So on behalf of all of you present here, I welcome Mr. Abdul Nasser Mechiri, our beloved Vice Principal, to this gathering. And we have Mrs. Mufsira Ahmad, the head of Montessori section. Of course, she is also minutely looking into the benefits of young learners. That's why we were able to do so many programs for them exclusively. So it's a great joy that she is with us, and on behalf of all of you present here, I welcome Mrs. Mufsira Ahmad to this gathering. And the important guests are the awardees, those who are receiving the honor. The list includes last year's 5 AISSE toppers. We have Majlis public examination toppers, 10 of them. We have the school conducted talent search examination, which we named it as Wadi Wizard, 12 of them. And we have a child who has done outstandingly well as far as the competition that was conducted by OISCA International, and she got second prize. She is also there. These, along with that one, we had conducted the Kaloltsav for the school, and all the prize winners will be coming in batches, and we will not wait too long for them. And what I was trying to tell you, I welcome each and every winner, awardee who is seated here, and we feel gratified to be with you because you are proven talents. Continue to strive harder and achieve greater success. I welcome all the awardees to this coronation, honoring the honored ceremony of Wadi Rahma English School. And I also take this opportunity to welcome all their parents who have come to share the proud, happy moments of their children receiving the honor. I respectfully welcome all the parents who have accompanied these awardees. And I also welcome my respected teachers and the school staff who have worked very hard behind this one. So, on behalf of all of you present here, I welcome each and every teacher, every staff of the school to this coronation 2020 awarding ceremony. And all the other students of 10, 11 and 12 are here. I also welcome all of you to this gathering. Enjoy this happiness and take a decision that one day I must be one among them to receive an honor like this. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you, sir. We are profoundly gratified to have the presence of Mr. KCC Hussain, the chairman of Wadi Rahma governing body, for the presidential address. Sir, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Very good morning. Mukhya Athithi, Dr. Badiuzzaman, Principal, Vice Principal, Montessori Head, പിന്നെ നമ്മുടെ സ്വന്തം ജലീൽ സാർ, രക്ഷിതാക്കളെ, അധ്യാപകരെ, വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെ, ഒരു മനുഷ്യായുസ്സിൽ വ്യത്യസ്ത അവസ്ഥകൾ തരണം ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് ഓരോ മനുഷ്യനും ഈ ലോകത്ത് ജീവിച്ച് മരിച്ചു പോകുന്നത്. അതിൽ സന്തോഷമുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ടാവാം, ദുഃഖമുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ടാവാം, പ്രതികൂലമോ അനുകൂലമോ ആയ കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ടാവാം, പ്രതിസന്ധികളുണ്ടാവാം. അത് വിജയിക്കുന്നവരുണ്ടാവും, പരാജയപ്പെടുന്നവരുണ്ടാവും. പല സംഗതികളിലൂടെ കടന്നു പോകുന്നതാണ് ഒരു പുരുഷായുസ്. പുരുഷായുസ് എന്ന് പറയാൻ പാടില്ല, മനുഷ്യായുസ്. അപ്പോൾ അതുപോലൊരു സംഭവത്തിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇന്നുള്ളത്. സാധാരണഗതിയിൽ ഒരു വലിയ സ്റ്റേജൊക്കെ കിട്ടി ഒരു വലിയ സദസ്സ് മുമ്പിൽ നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികളുടെ ബന്ധുക്കൾ, സുഹൃത്തുക്കൾ, നാട്ടുകാർ ഇവരെല്ലാം കൂടെ ചേർന്ന് ആസ്വദിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു പരിപാടിയായിരുന്നു സാധാരണഗതിയിൽ ഇത്തരം മത്സരങ്ങളും. എന്നിട്ട് ആ മത്സരത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടി ഏറ്റവും നന്നായി പെർഫോം ചെയ്യുന്ന കുട്ടിക്ക് ഒരു അവാർഡ് കൊടുക്കുക, സമ്മാനങ്ങൾ കൊടുക്കുക, അത് വാങ്ങാൻ നമ്മളെല്ലാം കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് കൂടുക എന്ന ഒരു സംഭവമാണ് ഇത്രയും കാലം നമ്മുടെ അനുഭവത്തിലുള്ളത്. ഇന്ന് അതിന് തീർത്തും വ്യത്യസ്തമായി. അന്ന് നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികളെ കോസ്റ്റ്യൂം ഡിസൈനർ വരും കോസ്റ്റ്യൂം റെഡിയാക്കാൻ, മേക്കപ്പ് മാൻ ഉണ്ടാവും മേക്കപ്പ് ഇട്ട് കൊടുക്കാൻ. ഇന്നതൊന്നുമില്ലാതെ വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ട് സ്വന്തം രക്ഷിതാക്കൾ തന്നെ കോസ്റ്റ്യൂം ഡിസൈനർ ആവുകയും മേക്കപ്പ് മാൻ ആവുകയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികളെ നമ്മൾ തന്നെ അണിച്ചൊരുക്കി നമ്മുടെ വീട്ടിൽ തന്നെ അത് ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് എന്നിട്ട് ജഡ്ജിമാരായിട്ട് ഇരുന്ന് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് അയച്ചു കൊടുത്ത് അവർ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് ഒരു പുതിയ തരത്തിലേക്ക് അത് മാറിയിരിക്കുക. നമ്മളൊക്കെ മനസ്സിൽ പ്രതീക്ഷ ഉണ്ടാകും അടുത്ത അക്കാഡമിക് ഇയറിൽ ജൂൺ ആകുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ പഴയ അവസ്ഥയിലേക്ക് തന്നെ തിരിച്ചു പോകുന്ന ആ ഒരു പ്രതീക്ഷയാണ് നമ്മളെ മുന്നോട്ട് നയിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരു പക്ഷേ അങ്ങനെ ആയേക്കാം എന്ന് എപ്പോഴും പറയാൻ തോന്നുന്നുള്ളൂ. അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ അഡ്വാൻസ് വേർഷൻ വേറെ പുതിയൊരു തലത്തിലേക്ക് ആ സ്ഥാനത്തിൽ മാറി എന്നും വരാം. അതാവാനാണ് കൂടുതൽ സാധ്യത തോന്നുന്നു. പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കുറേ കാലമായി ദൈവം പല സംഗതികളും പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു, എന്നിട്ട് നമ്മൾ നന്നാവുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് പരീക്ഷ നേരാക്കി കളയാമെന്ന തീരുമാനത്തിലാണ് എന്നാണ് എൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ഒരു ബോധ്യം. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പം നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന സംഗതിയുടെ ഓൺലൈൻ ക്ലാസ്സുകളുടെ ഓൺലൈൻ മറ്റ് കലാപരിപാടികളൊക്കെ നടക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ അഡ്വാൻസ്ഡ് ആയ, കാരണം ഗവേഷണം നടന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, അപ്പോൾ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ അഡ്വാൻസ്ഡ് ആയ ഒരു സാധനമായിരിക്കും, പുതിയ വെർഷൻ സാധനമായേക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ അതിനൊക്കെയുള്ള തയ്യാറെടുപ്പ്, അതുപോലെ അതൊക്കെ പരിശീലിപ്പിക്കുക, അത് സ്വയം പരിശീലിച്ചെടുക്കുക, സ്വയം തന്നെ ഓരോ ആളുകളെയും ഈ തരത്തിലേക്ക് ഉയർത്തിക്കൊണ്ടുവരാനുള്ള ഒരു സാധ്യത ആയിരിക്കാം. ഏതോ ആവട്ടെ, അതിനുള്ള സമ്മാന വിതരണത്തിന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ വന്നു ചേർന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. ബദിയുസ്സമാൻ സാഹിബിനെ നേരത്തെ പരിചയപ്പെടുത്തി. IECയുടെ CEO ആണ്. IEC എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 85-90 സ്കൂളുകളുടെ ഒരു കൂട്ടായ്മയാണ്. ആ കൂട്ടായ്മയുടെ നയിക്കുന്നത് ആ ഒരു കമ്മിറ്റിയാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ പുതിയ CEO ആയിട്ട് ചാർജ് എടുത്താൽ 6 മാസമായി അദ്ദേഹം മുതൽ ചാർജിലുണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ ഉദ്ദേശം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നിലവിലുള്ള മുഴുവൻ ഈ 85 സ്കൂളുകളെ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഏറ്റവും 1, 2, 3, 4 എന്ന ലെവലിൽ എണ്ണുന്ന സ്കൂളുകളുടെ ലിസ്റ്റിലേക്ക് നമ്മുടെ സ്കൂളിനെ എത്തിക്കുക എന്നത് തന്നെയാണ് അദ്ദേഹം ഏറ്റെടുക്കുന്ന ദൗത്യം. അതിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് ഒരു സന്ദർശനം നടത്തി കഴിഞ്ഞു. നമ്മളുമായിട്ടുള്ള മീറ്റിങ്ങുകളൊക്കെ നടന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞു. പല സ്കൂളുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെടുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ എവിടെയൊക്കെ എന്തെല്ലാം പോരായ്മകളുണ്ട്, ആ പോരായ്മകളൊക്കെ നികത്തുകയും അതിന് വേണ്ട ഉപദേശ നിർദ്ദേശം ട്രെയിനിങ്ങോ കാര്യങ്ങളോ ഒക്കെ തന്നുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ സ്കൂളിനെ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ നമ്പർ 1 സ്കൂളാക്കി മാറ്റുക എന്നതാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കമ്മിറ്റിയുടെ ചുമതല. കൂടെ വേറെയും COO ഉണ്ട്, ഓപ്പറേഷൻ മാനേജറുണ്ട്, ഇപ്പോൾ വന്നിട്ടില്ല. അതിന് മേലെ ഡയറക്ടറുണ്ട്. ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള വലിയൊരു ബോഡിയാണ് നമ്മുടെ സ്കൂളിനെ നയിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നതെന്ന വിവരം പറയാനാണ്. അത് ബാക്കി ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് അദ്ദേഹം പറയും, എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളും ഇപ്പോൾ നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളും എന്നുള്ള അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നതാണ്. സമയം കളയുന്നില്ല. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് വേണ്ടി വേദി ഒഴിഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് എല്ലാവരും തിരക്കുള്ളവരെന്നറിയാം. റഷീദ് സാറിനെ ഒന്നുകൂടി ഓർത്തുകൊണ്ടും ഞാൻ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
Thank you, sir. Today, we are honored to have with us an eminent personality, Dr. Muhammad Badi'uz-Zaman, who took M.Tech from NIT Calicut. He has done PhD from Aligarh University. He worked as a vice principal of MES College of Engineering, Kuttipuram since 2013. Dr. Zaman has published many papers in international journals and visited abroad as a part of academic conferences. Dr. Zaman is a prolific writer and a good orator. Presently, Dr. Zaman is working as the Executive Officer at Integrated Education Council, India. So I call upon, sir, please.
Thanks for the nice introduction. Respected, beloved principal and the captain of the team, Mr. Yeshudas T. Joseph, very dynamic and enthusiastic chairman of Wadi Rahma Group, Mr. KCC Hussain, my beloved Jalil sir, who led me through the otherwise difficult terrain of coordinate geometry 30 years back when I was a student of pre-degree. The young, dynamic Vice Principal, Abdul Nasir, other dignitaries, my dear parents, and my beloved student friends. A very warm good morning, all of you. Assalamu alaikum. When I'm standing before you, I feel privileged and I'm very happy to stand before you in this valley of compassion, Wadi Rahma, which was once the safe haven for stray dogs, foxes, and I don't know whether wolves were here or not. Now the entire terrain has changed to an abode of educational excellence. I'm standing before you in the capacity as the Chief Executive Officer of Integrated Education Council, India, which coordinates various educational activities and which is having 103 schools and 500 plus madrasas, 10 arts and science colleges, 20 Islamia colleges, and 85 preschools, a branded preschool chain. Wadi Rahma Group is one of the important school in a IECI fraternity. I am very happy because of one other reason also. Because it is always my pleasure to be in the company of students. As I was introduced, I was trained as an engineer. I had my BTech from Government Engineering College, Thrissur, in electronics and communication. And after that, I had my MTech from NIT Calicut before doing my PhD in biomedical signal processing at Aligarh Muslim University. So even though I was trained as an engineer, I happened to be in academia because that was my passion, or that happened to be my passion, I will tell you. And I'm here in the honoring ceremony of the honored people, coronation. My memory is flying back. In the year 1991, I was the school topper in the school. From the school, I had my SSLC, but the pass percentage in my school at that time was 17. I was the first distinction holder of the school. Distinction means at that time there was that kind of a classification, the students who are getting more than 80%. I had got a lot of prizes in quiz competitions, elocution competition, and represented Malappuram district in school, state school youth festival. I'm telling this story not to tell the achievements that I had in my life, not for that purpose, but to tell you or to turn your attention to some other point. Even after being the school topper, I was not aware of the fact that there is an entrance examination for engineering course. For the first time, I came to know that there is an entrance examination for engineering course when I approached one of my senior students to hand her books, because at that time it was the practice we will have the books of seniors to learn with. Then she told me that, Zaman, there is this kind of a program, entrance coaching is there. Then I happened to join at MSS Career Institute. At that time, coaching was a costly affair, even now also. Now the price is in lakhs. But at that time, in Calicut city, the leading coaching centers were Our and Universal. The fee was near about 3,500 or 4,000, in that range, which was not affordable for me as a child of a primary school teacher whose annual income in 1993, when I was writing the entrance examination, engineering entrance examination, when I filled up the application form, his annual income, that means the basic pay into 12, was 19,800. So you can have a comparison of the amount that may be required and how much costly it was. But fortunately, in that year, there was an IDB project. Islamic Development Bank Jeddah has sponsored one project under the supervision of MSS, Muslim Service Society, in which or where we had to pay only 250 rupees, a national amount for entrance coaching, and we can have that. And because of that, I could join coaching classes where I met my beloved Jalil sir. And in the first coaching class, the first class of my coaching, 1993, August 13, I'm very much fond of dates. Maybe because of that, I may be still remembering. In the chemistry class, Professor Yusuf Ali After explaining one portion, he told that this question was asked in last year's IIT examination. Then I was a little bit perplexed because I don't know what IIT is. I know that there is one ITI at Arikot because as an ardent reader, I happened to see that name in newspapers. Then I asked to the fellow who was sitting near me what IIT is. Then he looked at me. He might have thought that from where this fellow is coming, we don't know what IIT is. Then he simply whispered to my ear that, do you know REC? At that time, NID's name was REC, Regional Engineering College. I told him, yes. Then he told me, IIT is a bigger engineering college than IIT. Then I have got an idea. Later in my years, during many occasions, when people are speaking of merit, the merit-based admission, meritocracy, I will remember this story, and on many occasions I had told people this story. Because even after being the school topper, in the lawn school in my panchayat, if I don't know what IIT is, I am sure that no student of my age in my locality or in my panchayat, in my village, won't know what IIT is. Later, when I joined NIT Calicut for my MTech, I realized that my classmates coming from Andhra Pradesh, especially, they were attending coaching classes for IIT from their class 7 onwards. That means I was competing with those people. One fellow who came to know about IIT only after completing his 10th is competing with those people who are preparing for IIT from their primary classes onwards. Later, again, when I joined for PhD at Aligarh Muslim University in my research group, there were students whose grandparents had done their PhD in Oxford and Cambridge. So from that I could understand that merit is a function of our background. Merit is a function of our locality, family backgrounds, the educational background of our family. Simply the know-how is important. If somebody is not knowing what IIT is and what NEET is, yesterday I happened to visit one CBSE school. The students, the 10th grade students are preparing for their 10th board exam. I had asked them the question, you are preparing for what? They told me, for board exam, sir. Okay, in board exam, what you want to attain? They told me, good grade. Then I asked them, good grade ka matlab kya? What is meant by good grade? Then they told the A1, sir. Then what's meant by A1? They don't have a clear idea, at least some of them. But few students have answered. When we are coordinating the educational activities under IECI, we are looking for those students who are scoring full A+ in the current regime of CBSE, because it's a comparative grading sort of thing. The important question that we are asking to our schools are, where our students are standing when they are coming in their peer groups at national level. As the CEO of IECI, in all the meetings, repeatedly what I am telling is, we are not at all interested to hear the number of 90+%. Of course, normally the principals will tell me that, no sir, you should ask for 90%. Of course, I am not telling that it is not a small thing. But at the same time, where we are standing, where our students are standing in the peer group, that's where the activities of IECI is being concentrated. So now, to all CBSE schools. Under IECI, we have 25 Kerala State Board schools. All the remaining schools are CBSE schools. What we are expecting from them is an increased number of full A1 students. Because if you are getting an A1 in a particular subject, its meaning is that she or he is coming in the top 8% in the peer group. Because after 10th, they have to go for the national level competitive examination. And also, we gave them another target. We collected the number of students who have cracked the NEET and IIT JEE mains and advanced in the year 2020, and who have completed their 10th grade in our schools 2 years or 3 years back. Why 3 years? Because normally students are taking one additional year to complete their coaching. Of course, there are few results, but we are not satisfied with that. Because IECI and Wadi Rahma, of course, is basically catering the needs of Muslim community, which is the most deprived section of the Indian society. Various government reports, commissions have already have enough empirical data to tell that. There is no need of going to the details. The gross enrollment ratio, that means the number of students, the ratio of students attending the colleges in the college going age group in the national level is 26%. But when it is coming to Muslim community, it is 16%. As per the new education policy, the government is planning to make it 50% by the year 2040. That means the government has to take the national average from 26 to 50, whereas when it is coming to the Muslim community, it is to take them from present 16 to 50%. So enough hard work is to be done, has to be done. That's why we are having these kind of schools. We are having these schools because we want to give them quality education. And also, along with that, we want to nurse our students. We want to nurture our students by rooting their foundations in the cultural moorings of Muslim society. Because it is a society which contributed much for the India what we are seeing today. So in that respect, what I have to tell to my dear students, beloved students during this occasion is that you try to dream high. Because when coming to the population of or the educational development of backward communities, there is a term called leapfrogging. You may be understanding what is leapfrogging, Tavalachatam. Because the frog will normally that won't walk like this as human beings are walking. Instead, it will have the jumping sort of movement. For those communities who are lagging behind in the social front, this kind of leapfrogging is required. My father's education was high school, but proudly I can tell you that today I am having a PhD. Because if we are going in a sequential manner, normally I may end up with a degree or a pre-degree. Even before that, I may stop. But when I am having a PhD, actually leapfrogging is happening because there is pre-degree, then degree, then PG. All these steps were skipped and I happen to be there. So to my beloved students, dear beloved students, what I have to tell you is that, so to plan for a better career, not a better career, a best career. Do you know how many days we are going to live in this world? Have you ever calculated? if we are living an average age of an average Keralite, how many days we are going to spend in this world? Any rough answer? How many days? Please? Less than 27,000 days. You may wonder. That's why in Quran there is one ayat, the last ayat of Surah An-Nazi'at. Illa ashiyatan aw luhaha. In the last day, the day of judgment, when people are standing before Allah Almighty, they will discuss how many days we had spent in the world. And finally, they will reach a conclusion that few hours, few minutes, part of a day, or 1 or 2 days, these kind of comments will come. Anyway, we are going to spend only this many small number of days in this world. But along with that, we have to remember that all people, all great people who have transformed the world, they have also lived only this much time. They have spent only this much time in this world. Even then, why their life was different? Because they thought of the society. They want to do something. They decided to do something for the betterment of the society. That's why they happen to end up as the great people. And when we are thinking great people, we may think that, okay, I will do something after attaining certain age, an age of 30, 35, 40, or after settling. Normally, people will tell that. But do you know some stories, some instances of history? Developed country in the recent past, when India was under the rule of Aurangzeb. You can read the details of those times in Shashi Tharoor's famous book, An Era of Darkness. India was contributing the 27% of the world GDP. That means that kind of a developed country. Only because of the 190 years of plunder and looting done by the British people, we happen to be a poor country. India was not a poor country. This Aurangzeb, when he came to Hyderabad, Deccan, as the governor, do you know what was his age? 13. 1-3. You may be knowing Sirajuddaula. Who is Sirajuddaula? Who is Sirajuddaula? Who was murdered in the War of Plassey. Isn't it? After that, British people have got a footage in India, and they became, the East India Company became the rulers. And at the time of his martyrdom, his age was early 20s. And there are many, many people. I don't know, I don't have time to elaborate much on it. What point I have to put into your mind is, you don't think that we are young people, because always we are hearing the saying by parents that you are a child, and you are not able to do that thing, this thing, isn't it? We are hearing this kind of blah blahs from our parents always. Of course, in some sense it is true, but we are not that much young. We are very matured people. We are very educated people, and we are having many more ideas even than our parents, our teachers, because the change is happening with that kind of pace in the current world. So please plan for the future, not for the future of our individual future alone, but what I will do for my society, my community, my country. Do you know one peculiarity of India? India is having the youngest population in the world. The average age is 29. And the total number of people in India which comes under the age of 35 outnumbers the total population of Europe. Even after having this kind of demographic dividend or the advantage in number of people, in population, why we lag behind in developmental activities? My answer is that we are not ready to take things so seriously. We are not giving enough consideration to others. If our younger generation is coming forward with a different outlook, with a different dream, we can make the story different. If India was a developed country before 250 years, it's possible again. But the only condition is that you people or we people have to come forward, give you on this occasion. Normally, whenever I am speaking these kind of occasions, I will conclude my speech with a small story. But to tell story rather than a foreign language, I think our mother tongue is most suitable because it will be close to our hearts. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ കഥ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞ് എൻ്റെ സംസാരം ഞാൻ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കും. പണ്ട് സൂഫി കഥകൾ നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ഒരുപാട് സീരീസ് ഓഫ് കഥകൾ അതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ഉണ്ട്. ഒരു സൂഫി ഒരിക്കൽ ഒരു നാട്ടിൽ വന്നു. അയാൾ അവിടുത്തെ ഖബർസ്ഥാനിൽ പോയി. അപ്പോൾ ഖബർസ്ഥാനിൽ ഓരോ ഖബറിൻ്റെയും അടുത്ത് മീസാൻ കല്ല് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ശിലാഫലകങ്ങൾ വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിൽ ആളുടെ പേര്, ജനിച്ച വർഷം, മരിച്ച വർഷം എന്നെഴുതി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഒരു മീസാൻ കല്ല് ഇയാൾ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിലെഴുതി ഒരാളുടെ പേര് എഴുതി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ജനിച്ച വർഷം 1900, മരിച്ച വർഷം 1964. ഒരു തേർഡ് കോളം കൂടെ അവിടുത്തെ മീസാൻ കല്ലിൽ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്, ജീവിച്ച കാലം 22 മാസം. അടുത്ത മീസാൻ കല്ല് നോക്കി 1982 ജനനം, 2003 മരണം, ജീവിച്ചത് 19 ദിവസം. സ്വാഭാവികമായിട്ടും ഈ കണക്കിൽ വല്ലാതെ മിസ്മാച്ച് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ സൂഫി ഒന്ന് അന്താളിച്ചു. കുറച്ച് സമയം കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ നാട്ടുകാരനായ ഒരാൾ വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ സൂഫി പറഞ്ഞു, നിങ്ങൾ ഒന്നുകിൽ മീസാൻ കല്ലിലൊന്നും എഴുതാതിരിക്കുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എഴുതി വെക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ കണക്കറിയുന്ന ആളുകളോട് ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് കണക്ക് എഴുതി വെക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ നാട്ടുകാരൻ പറഞ്ഞു, അത് കണക്ക് തെറ്റിയതല്ല, ജനിച്ച വർഷവും മരിച്ച വർഷവും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായല്ലോ. ജീവിച്ച കാലം എന്നുള്ളത് മനുഷ്യന്മാർക്ക് ഉപകാരപ്പെടുന്ന നിലയിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് അയാൾ ജീവിതത്തിൽ സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്ത കാലമാണ് അവിടെ ജീവിച്ച കാലം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് എഴുതി വെച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ സൂഫി കുറച്ച് നേരം ആലോചിച്ചിട്ട് സൂഫി പറഞ്ഞു, അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ മരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ എഴുതി വെക്കുക, എൻ്റെ മീസാൻ കല്ലിൽ എൻ്റെ പേരെഴുതി വെക്കുക, അതിന് താഴെ ജനിച്ച വർഷം, മരിച്ച വർഷം എന്നെഴുതിയിട്ട് ഇയാൾ ഭൂമിയിൽ ജീവിച്ചിട്ടേയില്ല എന്ന് നിങ്ങളതിനിടയിൽ എഴുതി വെക്കുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. നമ്മൾ ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കുക, നമ്മളുടെ ജീവിതങ്ങൾ പലപ്പോഴും മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുമ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് കാലം ഭൂമിയിൽ ജീവിച്ചു എന്ന് നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കുമ്പോഴും യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയല്ലാതെ നമ്മൾ എത്ര കാലമാണ് നമ്മൾ ജീവിച്ചത്. നാട്ടുകാർക്ക് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ മരിച്ചു പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മളുടെ മീസാൻ കല്ലിലും ഇതുപോലെ ഇയാൾ ഭൂമിയിൽ ജീവിച്ചിട്ടേയില്ല എന്ന് എഴുതി വെക്കേണ്ടുന്ന അവസ്ഥയാണോ എന്നതിനെപ്പറ്റി നമ്മളൊന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കുക. ആ ആലോചനയിൽ നിന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചില ഉത്തരങ്ങൾ കിട്ടും. ആ ഉത്തരങ്ങളിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് ഇനി ജീവിക്കാനിരിക്കുന്ന സമയത്തെ, ബാക്കി സമയത്തെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉപയോഗപ്പെടുത്താനായാൽ ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു അതാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ എൻ്റെ ഈ സംസാരം കൊണ്ടും നമ്മളുടെ ഈ കൂടിയിരിക്കൽ കൊണ്ടും നമ്മൾക്കുണ്ടാകാൻ പോകുന്ന മെച്ചം. ദൈവം നമ്മെ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ. ഈ പരിപാടിയുടെ ഔദ്യോഗികമായ ഉദ്ഘാടനം അള്ളാഹുവിൻ്റെ നാമത്തിൽ നിർവഹിച്ചതായി ഞാൻ പ്രഖ്യാപിക്കുന്നു. ബിസ്മില്ലാഹിർ റഹ്മാനിർ റഹീം. അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful message. We are privileged with the esteemed presence of Jalil sir, retired professor of Al Farouk College, Kozhikode. I invite Jalil sir for the felicitation. Sir, please.
ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ, നമ്മുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ ചീഫ് ഗസ്റ്റ് ഡോക്ടർ ബദിയുസ്സമാൻ, നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാമായ നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാൻ KCC ഹുസൈൻ സാഹിബ്, പ്രിയങ്കരനായ വൈസ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ അബ്ദുൽ നാസർ, മോണ്ടിസോറി മാനേജർ മാഡം, എൻ്റെ മുമ്പിലിരിക്കുന്ന എൻ്റെ പ്രിയമുള്ള വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെ, അധ്യാപകരെ, രക്ഷിതാക്കളെ, വളരെ സന്തോഷത്തോടു കൂടിയാണ് ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ മുമ്പിൽ ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ ദിവംഗതനായ റഷീദ് സാറും കൂടി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിച്ചു പോവുകയാണ്. ഏതായാലും ഈ ഫംഗ്ഷനിൽ അക്കാഡമിക് പ്രൈസ് കിട്ടിയ എല്ലാ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെയും അഭിനന്ദിക്കാൻ ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരം ഉപയോഗപ്പെടുത്തുക. അതുപോലെ ഈ ഇവിടെ അക്കാഡമിക് ആനുവൽ എക്സാമിനേഷനിൽ അക്കാഡമിക് പ്രൈസ് കിട്ടിയ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെയും എല്ലാവരെയും ഒരേപോലെ അഭിനന്ദിക്കുന്നു. ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളോട് ചെറിയൊരു മെസ്സേജ് പറയാനുണ്ട്. അതായത് ഡോക്ടർ സമാൻ ഇവിടെ സൂചിപ്പിച്ച നമ്മൾ ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക്, അതായത് പ്ലാനിങ്ങോട് കൂടിയ ഹാർഡ് വർക്കിന് റെഡിയാകുക. ഇത് ഞാൻ പറയാൻ കാരണം, ഞാൻ 3 വർഷം മുമ്പ് ഇവിടെ എൻ്റെ കുട്ടികളായിട്ട് ഇവിടെ ചേർക്കാൻ വന്നപ്പോൾ ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ എന്തായിരുന്നു അതിനേക്കാൾ എത്രയോ പുരോഗമിച്ച ഒരു രൂപത്തിലാണ് എല്ലാ നിലക്കും. അതിൻ്റെ ഇൻഫ്രാസ്ട്രക്ചർ മാത്രമല്ല, വളരെ മാറ്റങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ കണ്ടുവരുന്നുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് സമീപ ഭാവിയിൽ ഇവിടെ നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാൻ ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഒരു ബെസ്റ്റ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻസിൽ ഒന്നാകാനുള്ള എല്ലാ സാധ്യതകളും ഞാൻ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇത് ഞാൻ വെറുതെ പറയല്ല. കാരണം മറ്റ് സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളായിട്ട് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളുടെ ഈ വാദി റഹ്മക്ക് പല പോസിറ്റീവ് എഡ്ജസും ഉണ്ട്. അത് ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഫാറൂഖ് കോളേജിൽ 40-40ഓളം വർഷമായി പല രൂപത്തിൽ പഠിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ടും അവിടെ താമസിക്കുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് അവിടെയും ഇവിടെയൊക്കെ ഞാൻ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ മറ്റ് സ്ഥാപനങ്ങൾക്കില്ലാത്ത ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത അള്ളാഹുവിൻ്റെ അനുഗ്രഹത്താൽ ഇവിടെയുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് അത് നമ്മുടെ ഹുസൈൻ സാറിൻ്റെയും അതുപോലെ ബദിയുസ്സമാൻ, ഡോക്ടർ ബദിയുസ്സമാൻ്റെയും ഒക്കെ നേതൃത്വത്തിൽ ഇത് സമീപ ഭാവിയിൽ തന്നെ വളരെ നല്ല ഒരു ഇന്ത്യയിലെ തന്നെ എണ്ണപ്പെട്ട ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻസിൽ ആകാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. അത്തരം ഒരു ക്യാമ്പസാണ് ഇത് എന്ന് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ സ്ഥാപനവുമായുള്ള ബന്ധം എനിക്ക് ഒരിക്കലും വിച്ഛേദിക്കാൻ കഴിയില്ല. അത് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിന് തട്ടിക്കൊണ്ട് തന്നെയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ഈ നമ്മുടെ ഒരു 9 മാസമായിട്ട് കോവിഡ് വന്നുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്കിവിടെ വരാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ലല്ലോ എന്നുള്ളതാണ് എൻ്റെ ചിന്ത, സത്യം പറയണം. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ് തുടങ്ങി വെച്ചേ ഇവിടുത്തെ +2 കൊമേഴ്സ് സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് അവർക്ക് വീണ്ടും ഒരു മാത്തമാറ്റിക്സ് കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്യണം എന്ന് എനിക്ക് അതിയായ ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഇവിടെ ഇപ്പോൾ പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന എക്സിസ്റ്റിംഗ് 9th and 10th സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനെയും എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ രൂപത്തിൽ സഹായിക്കാൻ പറ്റാൻ എല്ലാ സഹായങ്ങളും ഞാൻ ചെയ്തു തരുമെന്ന് വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ വാക്ക് തരികയാണ്. ഇതിനെല്ലാം പ്രധാന കാരണം ഞാൻ കാണുന്നത് ഒന്ന് മാത്രമാണ്, മറ്റ് സ്ഥാപനങ്ങൾ ആയിട്ട് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്തോ ഒരു വേറെ നമ്മുടെ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ്റെ പേര് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നത് പോലെ തന്നെ അതിൻ്റെ എന്തോ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത ഞാൻ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് എൻ്റെ പ്രിയമുള്ള വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളോട് എനിക്ക് വീണ്ടും പറയാനുള്ളത്, നിങ്ങൾ ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ CBSE എക്സാമിനേഷൻസിൽ 95% ഓളം മാർക്ക് വാങ്ങിയ കുട്ടികളാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ പ്രൈസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. അതൊരു ചെറിയ കാര്യമല്ല. എന്തോ ഒരു കാരണത്താൽ എന്താണെന്നറിയില്ല, നമ്മൾക്ക് ഈ വർഷം നമ്മളുടെ റിസൾട്ട് പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ച അത്ര അതിൻ്റെ നമ്പറിലാണ് ഞാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്, പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ച അത്ര ഈ വർഷം നമുക്ക് എത്താൻ കഴിഞ്ഞില്ല എന്നുള്ള ഒരു കുറ്റബോധം എനിക്കുണ്ട്. അതറിയില്ല, അത് നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും നമ്മൾ വിചാരിച്ച പോലെ ആയിക്കോളുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ കണ്ട നല്ല കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷത്തെ 10th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് സ്റ്റുഡൻസിന് നമ്മൾ നല്ല കോച്ചിങ് കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ റിസൾട്ട് വന്നോ വന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരു പക്ഷേ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ വരാലോ. അത് സാരല്ല. പക്ഷേ നിങ്ങൾ ഈ പ്രൈസ് കിട്ടിയ കുട്ടികളും അല്ലാത്തവരോടും എല്ലാവരോടും എനിക്ക് പറയാം, നിങ്ങൾ ഏത് കോഴ്സിനാണോ ഇപ്പോൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത് ആ കോഴ്സിൽ പ്ലാനിങ്ങോട് കൂടെ ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണം. ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് എത്താൻ പറ്റുന്ന പൊസിഷനിൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് എത്താൻ കഴിയും എന്നുള്ളത് ഉറപ്പാണ്. അതിന് ഞാൻ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു കാര്യം പറയാം. നമുക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയുന്ന ഈ അറബിക്കിലുള്ള ഒരു ചെറിയ ഒരു പഴഞ്ചൊല്ലുണ്ട്, വളരെ എല്ലാവർക്കും പെട്ടെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റാവുന്ന ഒരു പഴഞ്ചൊല്ല്, മൻ ജദ്ദ വജദ. ആരെങ്കിലും പരിശ്രമിച്ചുവോ അവൻ അതിൻ്റെ ഫലം കണ്ടിരിക്കും. അത് ഒരു എക്സാമിനേഷനിൽ 10 15 മാർക്ക് കൂടുകയോ കുറയോ എന്നല്ല ഞാൻ അതിൻ്റെ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. അതൊരു വൈഡർ സെൻസിലുള്ള ഒരു വാക്കാണ്. ഒരു ആൾ ഒരു എഫേർട്ട് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൻ്റെ ഫലം 100% കിട്ടുമെന്ന് ഉറപ്പാണ്. അത് എക്സാമിനേഷനിലെ മാർക്കോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നല്ലൊരു ജോലി കിട്ടുകയെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു വലിയ എൻജിനീയർ ആകുകയെ ഒരു വേറെ IAS കളക്ടറാകുകയെ എന്നുള്ളതല്ല. അത് ഒരു രൂപത്തിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മറ്റൊരു രൂപത്തിൽ അത് ഇവിടെ ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ നമ്മുടെ അത് അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് നമ്മുടെ ആ എഫേർട്ട് മിനിമം അത് ഒരു സമൂഹത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ സമൂഹത്തിൽ എന്നെങ്കിലും അത് റിഫ്ലക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും. അതുകൊണ്ട് ആ ഒരു കാര്യം നമ്മൾ ഓരോ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളും മനസ്സിൽ എപ്പോഴും സൂക്ഷിക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. എന്ന് കൂടുതലൊന്നും ഞാൻ പറയുന്നില്ല. ഈ സ്ഥാപനം ഇത്ര പുരോഗതിയിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങാൻ കാരണം ഇവിടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും നമ്മുടെ KCC സാഹിബിൻ്റെ നേതൃത്വത്തിലുള്ള ഹാർഡ് വർക്കാണ്. ഇതിലുള്ള ഇവിടുത്തെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ, വൈസ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ, അതുപോലെ ഇവിടുത്തെ ഓരോ അധ്യാപകരും അനധ്യാപകരും വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളും എല്ലാം വളരെ നല്ല അച്ചടക്കത്തോടുള്ള നല്ല ചിട്ടയായ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളും ആണ് ഇതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാം പിന്നിലുള്ളത്. ഇത് നമ്മുടെ ഈ സ്ഥാപനത്തെ ഈ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഏറ്റവും നല്ല സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളിൽ ഒന്നാക്കാൻ അള്ളാഹു തൗഫീക്ക് ചെയ്യട്ടെ എന്ന് മാത്രം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകളെ സമാപിക്കുന്നു. അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും.
Thank you, sir. Coronation, honoring the honored, who excelled in various competitive examinations as well as AI SSE 2020. We are honoring the toppers of LEAP examination, Majlis Public Exam toppers, Wazi Wizard winners. It is also the day of pride for students who actively took part in Digitals F20 and became successful. The students who excelled in AI SSE 20 and scored more than 90% in the examination. Those meritorious students will be honored by our chief guest, Dr. Badinuzzaman. Books and degrees make you topper. Talent and skills make you achiever. Now, we honor our AI SSE toppers of 2020 with memento, certificate and cash prize. It is my profound pleasure to invite our chief guest, Dr. Muhammad Badinuzzaman, to give away the awards. The AI SSE Toppers 2020. To receive Aisha Wafa's award, we have her uncle, Mr. Munib. Next, we have Nama Fatima. Lulu PP. Muhammad Awad PP. Next we have the LEAP Exam Toppers 2020, Abin Fadi of Grade 2. Ajwad Rahman. On behalf of him, we have his sister. Muhammad Asil, 9th standard. Afseen Sharif, grade 12th. Majlis Madrasa Public Exam 2020. Hadi M, class 10th. Nida Ajmal. Safa Ilmi. Aisha Anam. Ijaz Abdullah. Adnal Minhaj. Dana Arif. Fida M. Fatima Tasni. Ali Abdul Sattar. Next we have winners of Wadi Wizard. Sheza Mariam of class 1. Amina Zaya class 2. Fatima Manha of class 5. Hafid Hanifa class 6. Aisha Afrin of class 7th. On behalf of her sister is receiving the award. Ajwad Rahman. Rana PK. Fida M class 10th. Nihal PC class 11th. Arif Muhammad class 12th. Oiska Calicut Youth Forum, we have Hiswa Mujahid of class 6th. Thank you, sir.
Next, I call upon our Vice Principal, Mr. Abdul Nasser Mechuri, for the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Respected today's guest, Dr. Muhammad Badi'uz Zaman, CEO, IECI, the most honored President of today's function, Mr. KCC Hussain, Chairman, Wadi Rahma Governing Board, the most beloved Principal of Wadi Rahma English School, Mr. Yeshdas C. Joseph, the most respected Professor, Mr. Jalil Sir, the retired professor from the Department of Mathematics from Farooq College, the recipients of various trophies, students, teachers, and my dear parents, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a warm good morning to every one of you. At the outset, I am profoundly privileged to stand in front of you to congratulate all the winners and the toppers who received various prizes for their academic excellence and for the competitive examinations which were conducted by the outside agencies as well as in our school. At this frame, we should remember one thing. The students who receive the prizes, this is the fruit of their hard work, This is the fruit of their endeavors which they entered last year. And the students are there who didn't achieve this prize. They are not out of the frame. I strongly believe that the one who achieved probably below 90% may be the topper in the life, may be the most ethic people in the life. They may be very useful to the society. I can remember many incidents in God, those who topped, those who excelled in the CBSE examination in class 10 and 12, as well as in the SSLC examination, they getting higher confidence in their future education and that get it spoiled. And the students, those who just passed, getting the doctoral degrees, and they became the medical doctors and the architect and the super engineers in the world. So my humble advice to all my students, those who achieved the higher excellence in the academic year, particularly in CBSE class 10 examination, to be more humble and spare more time for your education and be focused. Also the students, those who ranked with the Majlis examination, should have to copy the life of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the life of and the teachings of the Holy Quran into our life. Otherwise, it will become not a fruitful business. At this occasion, it is my proud privilege to extend my warmest gratitude to Dr. Muhammad Badi'uz Zaman, who is being addressed and who is being introduced here plenty with his academic credentials and with his academic excellence. Dr. Muhammad Badi'uz Zaman is not only an academic, not only an intellect in terms of academics, but he is a permanent panelist in the social critic issues which was conducted by different televisions in Kerala. You might have seen his face through different television channels, and he has been assigned the duty of CEO IECI in the last year. Sir, you found out the time to spare with our students and with our institution, and it is my proud privilege to extend my warmest gratitude to you, sir. Thank you. Then Professor Jalil sir is not a person not to be get introduced in front of you. Still I remember 8 days and 7 nights, all my class 10 students stayed at his home with 2 residents, with full accommodation and food, only with mathematics, and he created a wonderful result in terms of mathematics in our school. I would like to tell you one more thing. Mr. Jalil is not only a mathematician, he is a great philanthropist also. He spared with our time, and his association with our school is almost last 3 years. Whenever a crisis is being created, just making a phone call, immediately within half an hour, he used to reach on our school to take up the charge of teaching mathematics. Professor Jalil has offered his further extension in terms of academics to our school, and I am indebted a lot, and I pray on top of that to the Almighty God to shower his choicest blessing upon him and his family, to give him long life and prosperity and good health in the future. Also, I am very much indebted to express my warmest gratitude to my dearest Professor Jalil sir for coming and sparing his time, even though he is having busy schedule at Farooq College, with us in this nice morning. Sir, thanks a lot. Our chairman, Mr. KCC Hussain, is a man of huge vision. Day before, there was a meeting with the Vedic IAS Academy, which was one of the largest IAS Academy in the world. And some of the representatives, when they visited our school, they wondered by seeing the vision of our chairman. His vision is a student who was born and brought up in Bangalore metropolitan city, English school, to our beloved principal for his endeavors, efforts, and all other supports to move and support this institution into the further step. Thanks a lot, sir. And the madam who was seated at the right side, extreme right side, is Madam Mufsira. All the tiny tots who were born and brought up around Kodiyatur, Kiriparamba, and some other surrounding area of our school are coming into our hands when they reach at the age of 3 or 3.5. Madam Mufsira and her team created wonders in the school, and Wadi Rahma Montessori became one of the famous institutions in this locality, seeking admission in large number. And she is focusing on nurturing the tiny tots, particularly in their early age. I extend my sincere gratitude to Madam Mufsira for her valuable presence at this occasion. Thank you, Madam. The recipients of different awards, particularly the awards which were received from CBSE's Excellence, I express my sincere gratitude not only in one word, because they were with us and we conducted multiple programs. As Jalil sir told you, mentioned in this occasion, the programs were plenty for 10th standard students which we modeled in the last year. But we reached into that aim. Unfortunately, we didn't get what did we expect. But I will tell you one thing. When the students were seeking admission in Chandamangalore Higher Secondary School, our chairman shared a point to us. They compared the marks of the students, particularly in mathematics from Wadi Rahma, and the students, marks of the students who came from one of the famous school near about our area were totally different. Even Jalil sir also shared with me the marks of the school which was located in Al Farooq, and the marks of our students in mathematics is totally different. Means we are on top of all these schools in terms of mathematics. Our students spent a lot for mathematics in the last year, and they reap the fruits also. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the students, not only to the students, the parents who supported endlessly to promote the 10th standard academic excellence in terms of finance, in terms of sending the students at any occasion to our school and what do we need. So my sincere gratitude goes to my dearest students, all the recipients who received the prices in different terms, in different banners here. Also, I extend my sincere gratitude to all parents, teachers, and all other well-wishers who attended at this function. Also, it is my profound pleasure to extend my sincere gratitude to the various committees which were constituted for the smooth conduct of the commemoration, which was named Matching with the Corona, but the meaning is getting crowned with the fruit. So thanks everybody. Last not but least, I extend my sincere gratitude to all the administrative staff, account department, all other supporting staff who were actively involved at this function. Thank you every one of you. Assalamu alaikum.
Dears, we are continuing our prize distribution. Now it's my great pleasure to invite our dear maths teacher, Mr. Jalil sir, for giving away the prizes, sir, please. First of all, I invite our little master, Aman Keti of class 3, the winner of Wadi Wizard 2020. Aman, please. Next is the prize distribution for the Digitals of 2020 category 4. Essay writing Malayalam, first prize goes to Shana Yasmin, 12th A. Next, Nihala Casey, In second prize. Third prize goes to Abdul Nihal, 12th A. Next item, light music. First prize goes to Fatima Jumana, 11A. Second prize goes to Zaina Fatima, 12A. Next item, essay writing English, Nihala Kesi, 12A. Second prize goes to Sultana Mehboob, 11A. Third prize goes to Fida Yasser, 11A. Please put your hands together for the winners. Next item, drawing and painting. First item goes to Nihala Kesi, 12A. Second prize goes to Abdul Nihal, 12A. Third prize goes to Fida Yasser, 11B. Next, I call upon our Montessori head, Ms. Mufsira, for giving away the prizes. Miss, please. The prize distribution is for the Kiddies Junior, Storytelling Malayalam. First prize goes to Ali Zohan. First. Second prize goes to Fatima Zahra. Third prize goes to Hima Rahman Bougainvillea. Please put your hands together for the winners. Next item, Storytelling English. First prize goes to Kenz Omar, Banana. Second goes to Amika Sajid, Banana. Third prize goes to Haya Iman, Apple. Next item, poem Malayalam poem recitation. Kenz Omar, Banana. Second prize goes to Jaza Jasir, Anturium. Third prize goes to Sania Iza, Anturium. Thank you, Mufsira Miss and Jalil sir. Wait. Next, I call upon our beloved Vice Principal for giving away the prizes. Thank you so much, Ms. Mufsira and Jalil sir. Next, I call upon our beloved Vice Principal for giving away the prizes. Crayon coloring. First prize goes to Jaza Jasir, Anturium. Second prize goes to Amika Sajid, Banana. All of you, please put your hands together for the little winners. Third prize goes to Amin Rashid, Bougainvillea. Next item, English poem recitation. First prize goes to Ramin Jalis, Cosmos. Everyone, please put your hands together for the little winners. Second prize goes to Rayan Ashraf, Banana. Instead of Rayan, her sister is receiving the prize. Third prize goes to Minaz, Apple. Behalf of her uncle is receiving the prize. Next item, Islamic song. First prize goes to Amika Sajid. Second prize goes to Fatima Zahra, Cosmos. Third prize goes to Kenz Omar, Banana. Next item, folk dance. First prize goes to Aiza KP. Please put your hands together for the little winners. Second prize goes to Mia Meherin, Anturium. Third prize goes to Ramin Jalis, Cosmos. Thank you, sir. Next, I call upon Mufsiramis to give away the prizes for the kiddies senior. Item, action song Malayalam. First prize goes to Manha Fatima, first C. Second prize goes to Amina Liza, second C. Third prize goes to Hana Fatima, second A. Next item, elocution Malayalam. First prize goes to Asim AR, first A. Asim AR, elocution Malayalam, first A. Second prize goes to Muhammad Izan M of second C. Third prize goes to Fudail Nizar of first C. Next item, drawing and painting. First prize goes to Fiza Meherin of first A. Third prize goes to Anjum Rahman PP, second A. On behalf of Anjum Rahman, she is receiving the gift. Next item, storytelling, English. First prize goes to Fidel Dian, second A. Second prize goes to Farzin Ali KM of first C. Okay. Third prize goes to Amina Liza, second C. Amina Liza of second C is receiving the gift. Next item, elocution English. Next item, elocution English. First prize goes to Aisha Hayal of first A. Aisha Hayal is receiving the moment. Second prize goes to Farzin Ali KM of first C. Farzin Ali is receiving the gift. Third prize goes to Izar Ranjir of first A. Izar Ranjir is receiving the prize. Next item, folk dance. First prize goes to Amina Zaya KT, second A. Amina Zaya is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Zafirna, first C. Zafrina is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Aya Fatima MK of second A. Aya Fatima MK is receiving the prizes. Next item is storytelling Malayalam. First prize goes to Tazim Ismail VK. Everyone please put your hands together for the little winners. Tazim Ismail is receiving the gift. Second prize goes to Henan Sharif, first A. Hena Sharif is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Ishma Fatima M of second C. Ishma Fatima is receiving the prizes. Next item, action song English. First prize goes to Hana Fatima, second A. Second prize goes to SRVP, first C. Third prize goes to Haizim Zayan, second A. Thank you, Mufsiramis. Now I call upon our beloved Vice Principal for giving away the prize. We have one more prize of Wadi Wizard 2020 for Amana P. Amana P is receiving the prizes for Wadi Wizard 2020. Next is category 1 elocution Malayalam. First prize goes to Haya Latif, AP of 3A. Second prize goes to Iya Fatima of 4th B. Iya Fatima is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Kenza P, 4th A. Next item, light music. First prize goes to Aisha Helen of 4th A. Second prize goes to Ifa Fatima Casey of 4th B. Third prize goes to Farzin Shafiq, 4th B. Next item, recitation Malayalam. First prize goes to Kenza P. Second prize goes to Hina Marzin, 3rd C. Third prize goes to Alhan KK, 4th B. Next item, drawing and painting. First prize goes to Fatima Hassan, 4th A. Second prize goes to Hadi Aman, 4th A. Third prize goes to Mazin Wahid, 4th A. Mazin Wahid is receiving the prizes. Next item, storytelling Malayalam. Asil Ali KT, first prize, 4th A. Behalf of him, his brother is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Lazin Shasar. Third prize goes to Alvina KP. Next item, recitation English. First prize goes to Aisha Meherin C, 4th A. Second prize goes to Iya Fatima, 4th B. Iya Fatima is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Haya, 3rd C. Aisha Meher in recitation English, first prize. Aisha Meher in first prize for recitation English. Next, I call upon our beloved Sajma Miss to give away the prizes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving away the prizes. Recitation English, third prize goes to Haya, 3rd C. Next item, storytelling English. First prize goes to Hana Fatima M of 4th B. Please put your hands together for the little winners. Hana Fatima is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Aisha Helen of 4th A. Recitation English. Third prize goes to Haya. Third prize goes to Aisha Meherin C for storytelling English, 4th A. Next, elocution English. First prize goes to Haya Latif AP, 3rd A. Second prize goes to Aisha Meherin C, 4th A. And Haya Latif is receiving the prizes. Next, Aisha Meherin C, 4th A, second prize. Third prize goes to Mazin Wahid, 4th A. Next item, folk dance. First prize goes to Alvina KP, 3rd C. Second prize goes to Ishal N, 3rd C. Ishal is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Hima M of 4th A. Hina Mesrin for recitation English. Malayalam. Everyone please put your hands together. Haya Latif for elocution Malayalam. First prize. Next, category 2, Malayalam recitation Alhan KK, third prize. Next, category 2, item light music. First prize goes to Rida Fatima KP of 6A. Second prize goes to Minhal Rafiq of 7B. Minhal Rafiq. Third prize goes to Rida Fatima NK of 6A. Next item, drawing and painting. Rida Fatima NK is receiving the prizes. Next item, drawing and painting. First prize goes to Haira Rashid of 7B. Behalf of Haira, her brother is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Hafid Hanifa, 6B. Third prize goes to Pulakal Neha Shiraz. Next item, recitation Malayalam. First prize goes to Aman Mufti KT of 5th B. Second prize goes to Kuratul Ain Fazal, 6A. Third prize goes to Femi Meherin, 5th A. Femi Meherin is receiving the prizes. Next item, folk dance. First prize goes to Jefla Ishel MK, 5th A. Jeshla Ishel is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Nisma VP of 6A. Third prize goes to Fatima Minha Bint Sabah, 5th B. Next item, recitation English. First prize goes to Fatima VP, 7A. Second prize goes to Amina Sajid, 6B. Amina Sajid is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Jala Jamal Kakeri. Next item, Mono Act. First prize goes to Nia PK. Nia PK is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Afra Jalil EK, 6B. Third prize goes to Nidal PK, 7B. Next item, elocution English. First prize goes to Rida Fatima KP, 6A. Second prize goes to Hiswa Mujahid, 6B. Hiswa Mujahid is receiving the prizes. Third prize goes to Femi Mehrin, 5th A. Femi Mehrin is receiving the prizes. Next item, elocution Malayalam. First prize goes to Mazia Hamda, 5th B. Second prize goes to Hiswa Mujahid, 6B. Sorry. Second prize goes to Nia PK, 6A. Third prize goes to Aman Mufti, 5th B. For category 1 folk dance, first prize goes to Alvina KT. Alvina KP, storytelling Malayalam, category 1, third prize. Lezin Shesa, 3rd A. Second prize go for storytelling Malayalam, category 1. Next, Ifam Fatima for light music, category 1, second prize. Afra Jalil EK for mono act, category 2nd, second prize. Thank you, Sadma Miss. Next, I call upon Miss Hasina for giving away the prizes. Category 3, item essay writing Malayalam. First prize goes to Lena PK, 10A. Second prize goes to Neksha Naushat of 9A. Third prize goes to Ajwad Rahman PP, 8A. Next item, drawing and painting. First prize goes to Hania K, 8A. Hania K is receiving the prizes. Second prize goes to Ajwad Rahman PP, 8A. Third prize goes to Hana PK, 9A. Next item, recitation Malayalam. First prize goes to Hessa Irfan, 8A. Second prize goes to Neksha Naushat, 9A. Third prize goes to Hadi Muhammad. Third prize goes to Hana PK. Next item, X number English. First prize goes to Hadi M.
Second prize goes to Fida Mariam Shanawaz, 10th A. Poem recitation Malayalam. Second prize goes to Hadi Muhammad of class 8th.
Recitation English, first prize goes to Hessa Irfan, second prize goes to Neha Ashraf. Neha Ashraf is receiving the prizes.
Next, third prize goes to Fida Mariam. Fida Mariam.
Next item, essay writing English, first prize goes to Aishwarya Ryu, 9A. Second prize goes to Nida Nahan, 8A. Third prize goes to Nihal PK, 9A. Recitation English, first Fatima VP of class 7A. Recitation English, third prize goes to Jala Jamal of class 5.
Dear parents, did anybody reach here to receive the prize and their names are not called? Please inform us. The maximum number of prizes and certificates were distributed here. If anybody reached here to receive the prizes and if their names are not called, please inform us. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട രക്ഷിതാക്കളെ, കുട്ടികളുടെ ഡിജിറ്റോത്സവവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ആരെങ്കിലും പ്രൈസ് വാങ്ങാൻ ഇനി ബാക്കിയുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ പേര് ഈ കൗണ്ടറിൽ എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് അറിയിക്കേണ്ടതാണെന്ന് വിനയപൂർവ്വം അപേക്ഷിക്കുന്നു.
Fatima Minha, third prize for folk dance. Category 3, drawing and painting. Third prize for Hana PK. Her sister is receiving behalf of her. Next, poem recitation Malayalam. Third prize for Hana PK.
Dear parents, students and teachers, we would like to wind up the prize distribution here now, and if anybody comes after some time to receive the prizes, it would be distributed at the same venue itself, but the audience would not be there. So I request everybody to bring their child as early as possible if they are available in the school. Otherwise, the program gets shut down here. Thank you, every one of you.